Street tires. They're like a Swiss Army knife. There's a tool for any situation. Like any tool that's meant to do so many things, it usually ends up being less than the best at all of them. On the other hand, competition tires only have one job, like a shotgun. Kicking ass and taking names. So if you're going to be a racer, a competition tire is what you need. But what makes a competition tire faster than a street tire? And by how much? Stay tuned, because that's what we're talking about today on The Racing Line. Let's get right into it. Here, we have a competition tire, the shotgun. Here, we have a street tire, the Swiss Army knife. And here, we have a tire expert, BFGoodrich Pro driver, Kyle Tucker. Immediately, we notice a distinct difference between the competition tire and the street tire.
A street tire like the BFGoodrich G4 Sport Comp 2 has grooves. Like a Swiss Army knife, it is made for every situation you may encounter. But the only reason a tire has grooves is for the wet or snowy conditions.
In this example, the tread channels water out from under the tire so that the rubber can maintain contact with the road in conditions that are not optimal. Now, let's take a look at a competition tire.
This is the BFGoodrich G-Force R1S, and as you can see, it has minimal tread.
Now, a tire with minimal tread can turn into an uncontrollable water ski on wet roads. It's called hydroplaning. This happens when the tire cannot disperse water out from under itself fast enough for the rubber to maintain contact with the road. So what makes a competition tire faster? Let's take a minute and talk about contact patch. For maximum dry grip, you want a large and stable contact patch with even pressure distribution. By minimizing the size and number of grooves, you increase the amount of rubber on the road and maximize dry grip. And we didn't even get to the fact that competition tires are usually made from a stickier R compound rubber, which also helps increase grip. I remember the first time I was on a real race tire, Kyle. It was at Watkins Glen back in the mid-90s in a Porsche 911 Turbo. It's a lot of car.
Right.
I come out of the pits, up that turn 2, get on the power, and almost spun it. And I didn't realize how little grip a cold race tire can have. And once I got, a little bit of heat in them, it was a whole new world.
It really is. I remember I forced myself to drive up to the tire, lap after lap. The tire just was there and it kept giving more.
It's kind of like having all your prayers answered, isn't it?
It really is.
Well, let's stop talking and start driving.
Let's do this.
Street tires or race tires first?
How about street tires?
You drive. Oh yeah, there we go. Mustang runs good.
It does.
This is a powerful car.
It's comfortable to drive. You think about a street tire and all the jobs that a street tire has to do, and here we are on a racetrack, and it still has a confident feeling to the driver.
The Mustang's powerful, it's relatively heavy, and that tire's sliding most of the time around the course. It's got a big job. Woo!
Street tires are pretty good, Randy. Let's see what you think.
Hi, Kyle. I find the Sport Comp 2 has impressive grip and a nice, predictable behavior at the limit to a point. If it pushes it too far, it really starts to slide.
Right. But again, what we're doing on the track with a tire that you can drive every day in the summer, it's really impressive.
Tires just need to be treated with a little bit of respect on the racetrack, and they deliver terrific performance.
All right, Randy, let's try some race tires.
Kyle, you know what? I think maybe do as I say, not necessarily as I do. But for street tires, man, they were great.
They were.
I think these race tires are going to make us both better drivers. All right, we're driving the shotgun now. We got the BFGoodrich R1S.
You can feel the grip as we get into the corner, the turn in.
On the street tires, the standard seat and seat belts were enough to hold me in place. On the race tires, now I think I want a race seat and a 6-point harness because there's so much more grip.
Now that was fun. Wow, what a difference.
Kyle, these tires made a hero out of you on track. Look at that, this Mustang's got over 400 horsepower. I can just put my foot down and
Right.
no spin, no slide.
No drama.
It's just grips.
Yeah, we're going forward.
It's leaning more.
It is.
It's actually bouncing more.
Right.
There's just more force in the chassis from the grip of the tire.
You're just using the car a lot more. The suspension, more spring rate, more bar to keep the car flat because of the grip level in the tire.
This tire is more fun. As you can see from the results, the track tires are over 5 seconds a lap faster than the street tires. In professional racing, 5 seconds can mean the difference between first and last place. That's a big difference on track. I mean, the street tires, they felt so good, so quick. But then when I got into the Mustang that has the BFGoodrich R1S's on it, wow. I mean, it was a big difference.
Again, you think about the job of a street tire and all the things that a street tire has to do versus the one dedicated job that a race tire has to do.
It's a one-trick pony racetrack.
It is, and that's why we've always said, you know, the biggest performance enhancement you can have to a car is the tire.
And there's nothing faster than a good set of track tires. So get yourself some, driving enthusiasts, and we'll see you next time on The Racing Line.
So Randy, I'm a little bit of a history buff, especially anything car-related racing and BFG.
Really?
And I have to tell you, I love your vintage race suit. Tell me a little bit about it, you know?
Vintage?
I really like it.
What do you mean, vintage?
It looks vintage, Randy, but I'm good with it. I do like it.
You know what? That was 23 years ago. But I'm proud of this. I was wearing this very suit when I won 2 national championships on BFG tires in SCCA club racing.
Really? Awesome.